करतोय केला बा
Let's go!
So on ground number 2 we have the Afterburners taking on Bomb Squad for 5th place. The score is currently at 1-1 and possessions with the Bomb Squad. Soumya with the disc looks for Sahi, who fumbles but collects it. Looking for Sagar, calls Sagar. Sagar responds, looks up. Rishabh's make a cut to the end zone, but back to Sahi. Sahi to Sagar. Sagar puts it long for Rishabh, who collects it one-handed. What a beautiful catch by Rishabh. That's 2-1 to the Bomb Squad.
Sahi to Sagar.
The Afterburners have a good turnout today with 10 people.
Sagar puts it long for
even though their
Rishabh,
captain Arthur
who collects it
is
one-handed.
probably recovering from his wedding festivities. Arthur got married on Friday. Congratulations to Arthur and Primal. And we've got Pavitra here joining us for commentary. Hi Pavitra.
Hi Dhruv.
What are your predictions for this game?
I'm thinking the Afterburners would win this. What is the score? I don't even know what's the score.
Score is currently 2-1 in favor of Bomb Squad. They just scored their second point. But that's an interesting take. I actually thought Bomb Squad would be favoured to win this, even though they are missing a couple of their players. Faizan, Aditi, Sanal, Salman. But I think their core team has been is being represented right now, more or less. So we've got on the Bomb Squad lineup, we've got Kenny, Afzal, Steffi, Rishabh, Shashank, Sahitra and Sagar, who's about to pull the disc. And for the Afterburners, we have Karthik, Utkarsh, Yuti, Ajay, Ananya, Hani, Ankit and Varun. It's a drop pull, which is an immediate turnover. I actually thought it may have just bounced as it touched Ankit's body, but Ankit did not contest that at all. So Sagar gives it to Rishabh. Rishabh has uncharacteristically had a couple of throwaways, but he's looking for Kenny in the end zone. But Varun with the leap, and he swats the disc away. Ankit going to collect the disc, perhaps a bit relieved with Varun's defensive efforts. Well, sorry, that's UT with the disc now. Ankit as a support handler, Varun also as a third handler. Looks for Karthik, who stumbles but manages to regain possession of the disc, or retain possession of the disc. Looks for Utkarsh. Utkarsh has made a nice cut. Looks for Ananya. Oh, that was a great grab by Ananya. Ananya has been marked by Sahi. Looks for Karthik. Is being marked by Sagar, who gives it to to Varun. Sorry, been marked by Kenny. Seems to be a force 4. Karthik makes a great cut, gets free from his mark. Looks for Ananya. There appears to be a bit of contact between Sahitra and Ananya. Sahitra seems a little incredulous with the call. I think there may have been a slight bit of contact just before Ananya was making the bid for the disc. They're discussing it. Varun seems to have perspective. I think Varun's pointed out that I think from his perspective there was no foul. So the disc is now with the Bomb Squad. Rishabh with the disc. Looks for Sagar, who will now presumably look for Sahi. And no, he makes a great pass to Shashank. Shashank's a new player. I think they've been practicing for a bit, but have started playing competitively only recently, and I think he's developed a great set of throws, and his movement on the field is quite great. So it's great to see new players picking up the game so well. Having said that, he just threw the disc away, and Afterburners with the disc. Ankit, not sure what the call there is. The disc is coming in at 5. Ankit looks for Varun. Karthik making another great cut. Shashank had a valiant effort. Manan with a typical array from the sidelines. On the other field, we have Cutting Chai, who just beat the Grumpies, taking on Icebreakers for a place in the finals. There's a seesaw battle between the Grumpies and the Cutting Chai, but Cutting Chai managed to sneak ahead in the second half and managed to retain their lead for the win. Little disappointed as the Grumpies owner, but I think very happy with the way the team has performed. I think in view of the geographical issues that our team has faced, with players being in different states and being unable to practice together. Back to the game, Rishabh looks for Sagar. Back to Rishabh. Back to Sagar. Sahitra makes a cut, but that's thrown away by Sagar. He doesn't look happy. Varun looking to pick up the disc. Ankit with the disc, being marked very well by Shashank. I think Ankit called that, gotten a bit too close to him, not able to move the disc very freely. Ajay with the disc currently. Looks up for Varun. Catches it one-handed. Fakes, keep being marked by Kenny. Fakes again. And then looks for Honey. Honey with the disc. Oh sorry, was that Ananya with the disc? And Ananya passes it to Utkarsh in the end zone. Makes a layout score. It's a fantastic play by the Afterburners. Assist by Ananya. Score by Utkarsh. Score by
Being
Utkarsh.
marked by Kenny. Waits again.
Beauty.
And then looks for Honey. Honey with the disc.
That was a rather long point.
Oh, sorry. Was
but,
that Ananya with the
the
disc?
Afterburners have drawn level with the bomb squad. This Pavitra is the ideal weather to be playing Ultimate Frisbee in,
Yes.
instead of the heat that we've unfortunately had to
I
play it
think we
in
should
over the
start
past
keeping
few
all the
weeks.
games in the evening.
So here's a recommendation by Pavitra for the organizing committee next year, for the next event.
Why? I don't know. What?
The recommendation being that we should perhaps see if we can try to conduct more games in the evening.
It is actually ideal. It feels good.
So for the bomb squad, we have Kenny, Soumya, Sachin, Afzal, Rishabh, Sahitra, and Sagar. And for the Afterburners, we have Honey, Ananya, Anish, Ajay, Varun, Manan, and Utkarsh. They're going with their short lineup. Varun with the pull. The disc has landed out of bounds. Rishabh was next to the disc. He's called for a break as he picks the disc up. Seemed to be asking Sagar to go and collect the disc, but Ajay marking Rishabh. Rishabh with his sports cap, the yellow cap that he always has on backwards. Looks for Sahitra. Great effort by Manan, but Sahitra collects the disc. No disc now with Afzal. Gives it to Rishabh. Rishabh, the floaty OI for Sagar, who takes it one-handed and scores. Not sure. There's an interesting game between the Icebreakers and Cutting Chai going on in the first field simultaneously.
So,
The winner of this will,
Gives it to
I
Rishabh.
think as I mentioned earlier, play the
Rishabh.
one ties in the finals.
the floaty OI for Sagar, who takes it.
I think two teams who play with a very high intensity and very quick passing, and it's also Sachin's birthday, Sachin from the Icebreakers, which I think the entire MUL community celebrated with aplomb. Fantastic party last evening, Pavitra. What did you think?
I don't know actually. I came in very late.
And who's to blame for that? So for the Afterburners on the lineup, we have Karthik, Varun, Anish, Utkarsh, Ankit, Ananya and Honey. I think the two of them will be playing Savage because they don't have a third woman player today. So for the bomb squad, we have Kenny, Sachin, Shashank, Afzal, Sagar with Steffi and Sahitra. Varun looks for UD, quick pass. Ankit with the disc to Manan. Amritan seems to be practicing his flat 100-meter runs. Perhaps a bit disappointed with his pace during the Grumpy's game. Varun to Ankit. A call, I think it's gone back, perhaps a travel call. Ajay calling for the sideline to be cleared. Manan with the Varun with the disc. It's a stall out called by Shashank. Sagar running up to the disc. Sahitra looks up, unmarked, so there's no stall count on her. Sagar with the disc on the sideline. Again looks for Sahitra to center the disc. Sahitra being marked by Varun. Back to Sagar being marked by Anish. Sagar hucks it long for Afzal, who collects it. It's a pass by Sagar to Afzal for the score. And the bomb squad is up 4-2. It's also very heartening today for Vitra to see a lot of families and friends turning up for this. So I've
See a lot of parents coming in.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it was pointed out to me that Sid's Alliance parents were sitting on the sidelines on the other side on field 1. Right, for the bomb squad we have Soumya, Sachin, Rishabh, Shashank, Afzal, Sahitra and Sagar on the line. And for the Afterburners we have Karthik, Utkarsh, Manan, Ananya, Hani, Ankit and Varun. They're missing Gajju and Yasha, the two Gujarati stalwarts. Varun with the disc for the Afterburners, looking for Utkarsh, but resets to Ankit. Ankit calling for a cut, calling for an in cut. Manan takes that wobbly pass, looks back for Ankit, and gives it to Varun. Nice fake. Varun with the disc on the sidelines, looks for Karthik, who's trapped on the sidelines. Sachin has a force 4 on him. Utkarsh grabs it out of the air. Nice leap. Back with Karthik. Shashank to Sahitra. Sahitra calling for an in cut but looks for Rishabh, fakes and then gives it back to Rishabh in the center. Rishabh hucks it for Sagar but it's a little ahead of Sagar. Sagar called the foul. Some contact. Utkarsh seems to be Kozai contesting it. I think he's contested it, so It's gone back to Rishabh. Rishabh taps the disc to bring it back into play. Looks for Afzal, who gives it back to Rishabh. Rishabh then looks up for Sagars. Saitra is making a cut in the end zone, as is Sachin. Sagar calls them both away. Looks for Rishabh. Rishabh with the disc. Looks for Afzal. There seems to be another call, perhaps a pick call. I couldn't really see any. Oh, I think there's an injury call. I think Sachin seems to have done something to himself. He's gone off the field. He's taking off his shoes. Kenny to replace him on the line. Right, Afzal taps the disc to bring it back into play. Looks for Sahitra. Oh, that's a beautiful left-handed grab by Sahitra. So Afzal to Sahitra. 5-2 for the bomb squad now. They seem to be taking the game away from the Afterburners as the game has, I think, about half an hour into the game. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes before the halftime is called.
Left-handed grab by Sahitra.
The bomb squad has their line. 7 people on the line. We have Kenny, Steffi, Afzal, Shashank, and the triumvirate of Rishabh, Sagar, and Sahitra. The Afterburners have got Ananya, Hani, Varun, Anish, Ajay, Ankit, and Puneet, who seem to be distracted by another 100-meter dash by Amritansh. Ajay was looking at the sideline instead of, I think, listening in on the team discussion there. Sachin seems to be up and about, so hopefully nothing serious, and then we'll see him back on the field. Rishabh with the flattish pull, but it's gone fairly deep. Varun with the disc, let's for Ankit and Varun. In the previous game it might have been called a travel, but a little saltiness from the grumpy owners. But
That was not a little saltiness. It was a lot of saltiness.
throw away by the Afterburners. Rishabh goes to collect the disc. Sagar orchestrating the team. It's an in cut towards the sideline. He seems to be trapped. Looks for Afzal. Oh, that's a beautiful run by Afzal in the end zone, and a great put by Sagar, who's not even celebrating that score. It's a very nonchalant, matter-of-fact sort of a thing. While we have Vaishnavi catching the disc in the end zone in the other game and scoring. Sagar to Afzal. So for the bomb squad, we have Kenny, Afzal, Soumya, Shashank, and the trio of Sahitra, Sagar, and Rishabh. And for the Afterburners, we have Ajay, Hani, Puneet, Manan, Utkarsh, Varun and Ananya on the line. We have Amritansh taking a short break before what I can only assume is going to be the third 100-meter sprint. Seems to be timing himself as well. Rishabh with a very frustrated hold line and waves to me, the commentator. Rishabh is also the hoster of great parties. We've had quite a few parties at his place since this MUL has started. He's an excellent host and seemingly a great puller as well. The disc coming in, it falls just out of bounds, making me eat my words. Varun, who is I think still studying in bits, walking the disc up to where it went out of bounds. That is where the play will resume. Disc is in play. Kenny and Ajay, very good friends, colliding. Ajay shakes that off and looks for Varun. Varun looks for Hani, who's completely unmarked. Hani looks for Punnu. Contact between Shashank and Puneet. Puneet calls the foul. Should be a violation because Ananya is out of position. However, the game has resumed. Puneet with a very ambitious hammer for Ajay. And Sagar intercepts. Ajay apologizes to his coach, West Coast Rascals coach. Sagar with the disc. Looks for Sahitra and Rishabh both making the cut. Rishabh with the disc. Rishabh looks a bit tired. It's a bit out of breath. And looks for Shashank. But always a dangerous pass with Utkarsh lurking around. And Utkarsh gets his hand to it, fakes. And looks for Ajay, who's just 2 steps short of the end zone. He's looking for Puneet, but gives it back to Varun to reset. And Hani. Oh, Hani got a hand to it, not aware that Ajay was making the cut in the end zone. And that took the disc out of bounds. It's unfortunate. But the bomb squad has the disc back. Rishabh with the disc. It's a high stall count. Gives it to Soumya. Looking for the reset to Sagar. A wobbly pass. Collects Sagar to Sahitra. Good pressure by the Afterburners to keep bomb squad very close to their end zone. It's for Rishabh. Tiring now, so the bomb squad are able to make their cuts. Afzal fakes, looks for Rishabh and Sahitra. Sahitra with the disc. Looks for Afzal again. Afzal with the short pass to Rishabh. Rishabh looks long and pulls and hugs, or rather. Sagar gets a hand to it, but he's unable to hold on. Holds his head in his hands. Encouraging words. Encouraging words coming in from his team. Takes a quick sip of the water while the Afterburners are walking up to the desk. Honey with the disc currently. Anya or Utkarsh. Utkarsh looks long. Manan is making a cut. And Ajay is making a run in the end zone and grabs it single-handed. Manan with a very, very encouraging come on for his team. I heard it as a completely different sort of phrase, but directed at the other team. But that's Manan for you. Fantastic run by Manan though. I think he cut in from the other flank and then ran in and collected the disc. And great call by Ajay while he was also running towards the disc. Calling for Manan to catch and throw to him so that he can catch it in the end zone and not stop play. I think halftime is called. We have the score currently at 6-3 for Bomb Squad. Salman is on the field with his incredibly cute baby. Family and friends, like I said.
I'll go sit that way. Let her sit. Where she sit?
What is that? She'll stand. You're doing the right
You're
thing.
doing the right thing. What's up?
Come on, please.
बहुत sad हो रहा है. I don't know. I'm too shy. Finish now. Finish now. Come on. Let go. छोड़ दे. वैसे भी कोई नहीं देखने वाला. अरे यार मेरे को कितने जोक्स मारने हैं बट Manini has exclusively me from
Ankit, Utkarsh, Hani and Anish on the line. I'm sorry, Utkarsh is out for this point. Varun on the line for that. Rishabh with the pull. Floating towards Varun, who collects it on one knee, gives it to Ankit, back to Varun. Fakes the pass. Salman bites. Ankit with the disc currently. Looks to reset it to Varun. Eventually, Ananya had made a cut. Back to Ankit. He's calling for in cuts. Gives it to Varun. Varun to Anish. Anish back to Varun. Varun should now look for Hani, who's completely unmarked. But there's a pass to Ankit and there's a collision between Shashank and Ananya. I think Shashank did not see Ananya making the cut. I think so. Ankit checks the disc in with the disc currently. क्या कर सकते हैं? अब आप तो टीम तो पूरी बदलेगी ना, सिर्फ 3 लोगों को रिटेन कर सकते हैं, बाकी सबको जाना पड़ेगा, सोचना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि है तो बहुत सारे लोग हैं, सैंडी है, सुनील है. But Varun back to Ankit. Looks back for Varun. Resets to Manan. Rishabh alert, catches the disc. And he drops the disc with seemingly no contact. Ankit with the disc. Anish made a deep cut, but Sahitra was alert and is chasing him. Hani back to Ankit. Ankit looks for Anish, who lays out but is unable to catch the disc. Rishabh picks it up, indicates that this disc is also gone. Right, back to Sagar. Salman making a cut in the end zone, but be a very ambitious pass if at all. A call. Ajay and Sagar seem to be discussing something, letting the defense and the offense assume their positions. Disc in play. Looks for Rishabh. Rishabh to Salman. Sorry, Rishabh to Shashank. Shashank to Sahitra. Sahitra to Sagar. He's making the cut. Sagar gives it back to her, and that's a score by Sahitra in the end zone. So that's 8-3 to Bomb Squad, with Sagar assisting Sahitra with the score. Sahitra and Sagar have been immense for their team. I think either one of those two have been involved with at least 95% of their points, if not more. I think the 3 matches that I've had a chance to commentate on, I think they've been fairly instrumental. Both these teams suffered from depleted squads, I think throughout. Bomb squad also without their inspirational owner Akhil. Akhil, we miss you. And it was unfortunate that he was not able to make any of the matches this season. And we hope that for the next season, we will get to see more of Akhil. Aniket and Zala, who were originally part of the squad, could not participate with the schedule when the schedule was announced. And as I think we mentioned earlier, we had Salman, Faizan and Sanal coming in for them. But Sanal was injured last week. I think rolled his ankle. He's been out for I think a week or two. Faizan has not made the trip today, so they are playing with the depleted squad today. Similarly for the Afterburners, they've had a whole sort of set of issues with their players being able to make it on time for the matches. So they've played with 7 or 8 players, and often their women have been playing savage throughout. Yasha, Gaju have been immense for them. I think unfortunately neither of them are here today. It's still being discussed. Sagar and Utkarsh discussing it now. And Anish giving some perspective on this. It's a contested call, so the disc is going to go back to Rishabh. Sagar does not appear very happy with the outcome of that. Rishabh looking up for a cut from Sagar and Soumya. Sagar gets to it. Soumya clears. Sagar looks for Sahitra, but it's swatted away by Puneet. Ankit walks up to the disc. Ankit puts it long for Anish, who's unable to track the disc, the trajectory. It's just out of his reach. Sagar is calling Rishabh back to collect the disc. And now walks back to the disc. Sahitra going as a support handler. And stack being called on Soumya, who makes Soumya and Afzal make the same cut, the same zone. Afzal gets to the disc. Pump fakes. It's under a high stall count. Looks up for Kenny. It's a blady throw, but Kenny is able to hold on to it. Gives it to Rishabh and clears. Rishabh to Sagar. Anish with a valiant effort. Sagar pulls long. Sachin is making the run for it, as is Afzal. Sachin collects it and looks for Afzal. Rishabh calling for the disc all the way from the half line and gives it back to Sachin for the score. Bomb squad happy with the outcome. Rishabh to Sachin. Good patient play by Sachin. Waited for the rest of the team to get into position instead of looking for an instant pass to Afzal, which may not have been a 100% pass. So you'll see the Buntais and the Grumpies in the sidelines currently watching anticipatedly the game between the Icebreakers and the Cutting Chai, and occasionally stealing glances at the Afterburners and Bomb Squad game. That match will determine the finalist that will play Buntais, and by the looks of it, Icebreakers were running away with it, at least as of the information I had about 10 minutes ago. That will be a fourth contest between the Afterburners and after the Buntais and the Icebreakers. The Buntais have won all three so far and would be favourites for the finals. For the Bomb Squad, we have Kenny, Rishabh, Sahitra, Steffi, Sachin, Sagar and Salman. And for the Afterburners, we have Ananya, Ajay, Manan, Utkarsh, Ankit, Hani and Varun. The pull is out of bounds. A break call by Varun. Take the disc to the break point on the field. Seems to be a cup thrown by Bomb Squad. Recognized by Ankit. Get their third handler in place. Utkarsh, Varun and Ankit handling for Afterburners. Varun to Utkarsh, Utkarsh to Ankit. Ankit looks for Hani, gives it back to Utkarsh. Varun makes a cut. I think Ananya is crashing. The cup, gives it back to Ankit. Ankit to Varun, moving the cup along. Ananya, Varun, not giving them time to set. Varun looks back to Utkarsh. Utkarsh fakes, gives it back to Varun. Another fake by Varun, gives it to Utkarsh. Utkarsh to Ankit. Ankit to Manan. Manan to Utkarsh. Back to Varun. To Utkarsh. To Ankit. Back to Varun. Back to Ankit. Disc with Varun. It's close to the end zone. Gives it to UT. UT with a scuba to Manan for the score. Utkarsh to Manan. The score is now 9-4 in favor of Bomb Squad. I think we have about 10 minutes of game time left. 11 minutes of game time left. As the lights dimming, I think we expect the floodlights to be on shortly. The final will be contested under floodlights. Afterburners with Ananya, Hani, Utkarsh, Varun, Ankit and Puneet and Anish, I think, on the line. Forgive me if I'm getting the names wrong. I think with the increasing darkness, I'm also not able to make out the players all that well from this commentary spot. I think for the Bomb Squad, we have Kenny, Steffi, Afzal, Shashank. अभी होने वाली शुरू होने वाली है ना?
लाइट ऑन करनी है।
कब करेंगे?
अंधेरा हो गया बहुत।
तो हो गया तो दिख ही नहीं रहा ठीक से. And Sagar, Rishabh and Sahitra on the line. Ankit looking to pull the disc. Rishabh is asking for it. Nice long pull by Ankit. Collected by Sagar, who looks for Rishabh. Two lefty handlers. Sagar with the disc. Looks for Steffi. Steffi looks for Sahitra. A wobbly pass, but Sahitra collects. Sahitra and Sagar looking for the 1-2. Perhaps it was the light that got into Rishabh's eyes, but he was not able to hold on to that disc. Ankit looks for Anish. Anish back to Ankit. Ankit looks for a floaty pass to Puneet, who scores. And that's 5-9 to the Bomb Squad. Can we see perhaps a fight back from the Afterburners in the last few dying minutes of this game? Ankit to Puneet. We've got one floodlight on currently, which I'm sure is likely to cause a lot of consternation to the players on the field currently. For the Bomb Squad, we have Sahitra, Soumya, Salman, Sagar, Rishabh, Afzal and Sachin on the line. And for the Afterburners, we have Puneet, Varun, Manan is not on the line, sorry, Karthik, Anish, Utkarsh and the savage duo of Ananya and Hani. Ananya marking Rishabh. Rishabh saying Ananya is not maintaining that one disc distance as she should. Salman with the disc. Looks for a pass to Afzal, who skies it single-handedly. Then looks for Sachin. Sachin looks for Sagar in the end zone, and that's collected by Sagar for the score. Sachin to Sagar. Afterburners jogging it up. The score is currently 10-5 in favor of Bomb Squad. The Afterburners with Utkarsh, Puneet, Ankit, Hani, Ananya, Ajay and Manan, I think, on the line. And for the bomb squad, we have Sagar, Sahitra, Salman, Soumya, Afzal, Shashank and Sachin on the line. Sagar looking to pull. Nice backhand pull by Sagar. Ankit's getting under the disc. Collects it to UT. Looking for a reset. Seemed like a fast count by Afzal, but was not called by Utkarsh. Puneet with the disc. Looks to reset possibly to UT. Who now looks for Honey is unmarked. I think it's again a cup thrown by the bomb squad. Puneet to Honey. Oh, and that's a Callahan! And that's a Callahan by Salman. Honey's pass to Ankit was intercepted by Salman in the end zone. And a Callahan score for the bomb squad. Assist Puneet score, Salman. 11-5 in favor of bomb squad. 5 minutes more to go in the game, and we see a Callahan. If I'm not mistaken, this I think is the first Callahan of the tournament. It's really wouldn't be a complete tournament without a Callahan, I would say. Okay, Afterburners on the line asking for the pull from the bomb squad. Callahan. A brick call by Varun. Walking up the brick spot. Ankit and Utkarsh support handlers. Hani at the head of stack with Ananya, Manan and Ajay lining up behind her. Manan, the rebel, does not seem to be sticking to the stack. Varun looks to Ankit. Ankit is going to reset to Varun. Varun to UT. Ajay makes a cut in the end zone. To Manan. Manan to Ankit. Ankit to UT. The cup again being thrown by the bomb squad. Salman, Shashank and Steffi on the cup. Afzal was marking Manan, made a bit of contact. Manan threw to Ananya, who laid out, I think, twisting her, contorting her body in a weird way, but she managed to hold on to the disc admirably. Varun with the disc, being marked by Salman, gives it to Ajay. Ajay back to Varun. Varun asks for his team to chili on the O. Looks for UT, who's made a great cut. And back to Varun for a score by the Afterburners. Utkarsh to Varun. 11-6. 11-6? 11-6 to the bomb squad. With about 3 minutes to play. Varun. As the floodlights come on fully. For the Afterburners, we have Ankit, Utkarsh, Anish, Hani, Ananya, Varun and Puneet Karthik and Puneet on the line. Varun is not playing this point. And for the bomb squad, we have Sagar, Sahitra, Rishabh, Soumya, Shashank, Sachin and Afzal. A pull by Utkarsh. It's like a great pull. Rishabh gets it back from Sagar, fakes, being marked by Ananya, gives it to Soumya. Soumya has been marked by Honey. Soumya looks for a pass to Rishabh, and that's time called by the volunteers. So the final score for this match is 11-6 in favor of Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad finished 5th in the standings. Afterburners finished 6th. Not to take away the performance of either team. A bunch of high fives to wrap the game up. I think Salman's trying to score MSP points by getting his child onto the high fives. No, I'm just joking. That'll be it from me, and tune in for the finals in a short while. See you guys.